Of Zimbabwe in the capital Harare. My name is Curtly Gwindi, here to take you through some of the proceedings that will be taking place in the August House. Now, some of the issues raised in the last session of Parliament are going to be further explained, as well as given an insight on some of the things happening currently, in particular the Rushinga constituency, where I'm joined now by the honorable member for that particular constituency, Honorable Tendai Nyabanhi. Honorable, maswera sei?
Maswera sei.
Totenda nekuti join up panapa pa ZBC pa News and Current Affairs desk. Tiri kutariso some of the issues makatarisa in the last session of Parliament toza kuti constituency kwenyu muri busy static, but kune ma challenges amnenge mchisangana now, perhaps amakatoreza mu last session of Parliament. Maybe you can explain a bit further.
Sure. Tinema challenges anotanga nyaya network. Kurushinga constituency yes haina network. Saka kufambisa kwemashoko anotinetsei kana tida kufambisa mashoko. Zvingava nyaya mbozhanhare, dzingave online learning, saka zvinhu zvinonetsa. Koya kechipiri nawo yekuti kurushinga hakuna mvura. Right now kune nzara, kune machembere, kune vanorwara, kune vanhu vasina chikafu, vasingakwanisa chikafu. Saka taitaura ku social welfare dai vanhu ivo vaonekwa kuti vakwanise kuwana chikafu. Chechitatu nawo yemaretsi, takataona minister wefinance tikati nawo yemaretsi, vanhu vari kuwana mari kumamisha, vangai vashando hurumende, mari yavari kuwana ishoma. Totarisa nemaretsi ari kuita kumusha kuma 250 300 per US dollar. Saka mari yavanowana vanozopedzisira kutenga zvinhu mupewa bag.
Chokwadi ichocho.
Saka tikuona kuti dai manyaya emaretsi awanikwa kuti angadzike sei kuti watu vakwanise kuraramawo zvakanaka.
Saka hazvisi kungoitika muno muHarare mumataundi chete, zviriko kurushinga futi.
Kunogara toti zviri nani nokuti munotenga maok. Manje kwedu hakuna ok because vanhu vanenge vakwira mari because transport ka zvina business kubva kurushinga kuya kunoka akwire neRTGS. Mota anotobhadhara ma-US, matransport anoda ma-US. Saka zvinozosvika zvinhu zvatova zvakutodhura zvokuti mushando wehurumende kana kuti murimi kuti azotenge zvinhu izvozoka kutokwira gomo chaiko. Mutengo unenge wakwira gomo. Aiwa zvitengeki.
Yeah.
Sure.
Tozvitenda. And muchitaura nyaya yemvura futi kuti panyaya dzekunaya zvinhu tikutoona kuti muno muHarare mukunaya. Zvakamira sei kusaidi kwenyu?
Kurushinga chikafu chakutooma zvokuti hatina tariso kuti tinogona kukohwa zvakanaka. Kozouya panhau yematicha, it's a burning issue. Zvokuti dai isusu takadzidza madzidzira tichita vana kumusha uku, handifungidzwe kana taigona kumunyora. Pokuti right now pazvikoro, chikoro chikubva ECD kusvika grade 7 hapatorina teacher. For an example pakasika primary school, hapatorina kana teacher 1.
Yes.
Mwana akudzidzisa ipapapo munhuwo akambotoitawo temporary teacher, saka akakumbirwa nevanhu kuti atore magrade 6 nemagrade 7. Koya chimandau unofunga makambirwa akambobudawo mapepa, kune maticha 2. Koya ana machirinje, koya ana maparepare, most schools hadzina maticha. Saka zvinhu idambudziko rine vanhu ikoko kuti dai at least vana vaonawo maticha, upenyu hwadi hungaendewo mberi. Isu ana Nyabanhi takafunda kuti vanhu vakafunda katoitwawo maminister, but hatikwanisi kuita maminister kana tisingakwanise kufunda.
Honorable Tendai Nyabanhi, Rushinga constituency member of Parliament, takumbokusiyai kuti mumboenda kubasa. Isusu toita tichiteerera tozouyawo neround up yacho yenyaya dzamareza. Looking forward to that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable. Yes, you heard it here from the honorable member from the Rushinga constituency, Honorable Tendai Nyabanhi, who's raised a few issues such as to do with education, the situation as well to do with some of the rains that they are not experiencing, as well as issues to do with finance. We are looking forward to be hearing more, as well as honorable members and ministers who are going to be explaining more on that in Parliament. Now we will cross over into the August House as we go through the proceedings. Good afternoon.
I thank you.
Thank you. The Honorable Minister of National Housing.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me to thank the honorable member for a very pertinent question. Mr. Speaker, sir, as you may be aware, the responsibility to provide title deeds lies with central government and its local authorities. As you also may be aware, Mr. Speaker, sir, a fortnight ago, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, made a pronouncement in April that the government has now started the processing of title deeds, areas which are informal settlements, areas that were created in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s, and now, which do not have title deeds. That statement was followed with some conflicting statements from the media, Mr. Speaker, sir, which I wish to correct this afternoon. After that pronouncement, His Excellency had set up or created an interministerial committee which comprises of the Minister of Higher and Tertiary Education, the Minister of National Housing and Social Amenities, the Minister of Local Government and Public Works, and the Minister of Lands, Agriculture, and so on and so forth. The Minister of Higher and Tertiary Education, as the primary driver, is responsible for mapping using their department called ZINGSA, which primarily focuses on geospatial planning. They have started working on that process in areas like Harare South and Caledonia. The mapping is done to identify people that are settled in areas with master plans, where we also have layout plans, where we've got people that are legitimately settled, and those that were illegitimately settled, those that have put up houses in the areas where we're supposed to be having roads, social amenities, and so on and so forth. That exercise is work in progress. It has started. The issuance of title deeds starts with those that are legitimately settled, those that fall in the layout plans. Those are the ones that are going to be issued with title deeds. Those that are illegitimately settled are not going to be issued with title deeds. However, suitable pieces of land are going to be identified through the Ministry of Local Government and Public Works and given to us. Once that is done, we then provide on-site, off-site infrastructure, that is roads, water, and sewer. And they are now given the stands or blocks of flats are going to be constructed. Those who so wish will be relocated into the blocks of flats. Those who want to build their houses will build on stands. That is one part of looking at it. Mr. Speaker, it's also important for the House to understand that there is a process which is ideal that we used to follow for the issuance of title deeds. Let me explain the ideal process. The ideal process is land is identified by Minister of Local Government and Public Works from the Minister of Lands and Agriculture. Minister of Local Government applies for that land, which in turn is given by Minister of Agriculture. Once that process is done, topographical surveyors are employed to come and do what we call topo survey. After the topographical surveys are done, spatial planners or physical planners are consulted, are then engaged either as through local government or through the private sector. Once the planners have done the layout plans and everything else necessary, engineers are now consulted to do the designs for the roads, water, and sewer. After the designs are done, tenders are floated for contractors to come and construct the roads, water, and sewer. Once that is done, the local authority, for instance, City of Harare, will then issue what is called a compliance certificate. The compliance certificate is the instrument that triggers the processing of title deeds through the deeds office. That is the ideal situation. In 2002, the old dispensation, in a desire to want to provide accommodation to everybody, embarked on what was called parallel development, where a home seeker can build his house whilst the developer is providing roads, water, and sewer. That parallel development was not earnestly supervised, and that is the resultant factor is what we have now as informal settlements or irregular settlements. Caledonia, Heathcliff, Gimbokin, Manicaland, Cold Park, and Blaawai. They were born out of a desire to provide parallel development. Seized with that matter, His Excellency has now said, look, why don't we now do the reverse of the process? Let's protect home seekers from being duped, continuously being duped by land barons. Let's provide title deeds first. So we are starting from the end, going to the beginning. We provide title deeds first. The second stage will be now to engage the private sector to provide roads, water, sewer with all the requisite designs. Those are the processes that we are going through now. So yes, we have started the process of processing title deeds, not issuing title deeds. It's a program that phase 1 is going to take 5 years because we are dealing with settlements that were created in the 70s which do not have title deeds, Mbare, Glenora, Highfield, and so on and so forth. That's one part of it. The other part is the one that I've just explained, where we had hoped to have parallel development initiated, but unfortunately, both the developers and the supervising authority slept on duty, and we ended up having informal settlements. The third one is where people settled themselves illegally in land that belongs to state. There are no master plans, there is nothing. We have to retrospectively come and provide master plans, issue title deeds, and also provide on-site infrastructure. So the issuance of title deeds is not an event, Mr. Speaker, it's a process, but we have started the process. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Supplementary, Honorable Moyo.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I want to thank the Honorable Minister for a comprehensive response. My supplementary question is, may I know government policy regarding those people who are illegitimately settled, who may wish to settle on those stands which are going to be provided by the government? Thank you.
The Honorable Minister, Gary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The question is a bit colloquial. I will try to make pieces out of it. People that are settled or who settled themselves or settled through land barons in land set aside for social amenities will be relocated to areas where there is proper human settlement. There is no other policy that speaks to that. If you are settled in an area where you're supposed to be building a shopping mall or a road, government is saying we will not come and demolish your house. However, we will identify a suitable piece of land for human settlement, provide the requisite on-site, off-site infrastructure, allocate a stand to you at affordable rate, not for free, at affordable rate. Then once you have moved out of where you are, government will then come and demolish the houses that you've built in areas set aside for schools, clinics, and hospitals. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Supplementary, Honorable Spanda.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Supplementary yami yombuzo ku Honorable Minister. Yokuthi siyabonga Honorable Minister ngokuphendula ukuthi President ulamalungiselo ukubana kusi ama-title deeds atholakale awezindlu. Nafuna ukuthi kade ngizikathi Honorable Minister njengoba kulama-shop ama-businesses alokhu angalama-license but nxa umnyaka uqala kuyabhadalwa i-lease agreement kuzabhadalwa kuze kube nini ama-title deeds lokhu angabuyanga. Ngiyabonga.
Honorable Minister. How's it?
Mr. Speaker, if you could assist me with interpretation. My Ndebele is so terrible.
Business enterprises that have been leasing some pieces of business land for a long time and they do not have title deeds. When are they likely to be given title deeds?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's an area that we had interrogated as ministry, but however, since we have got an interministerial committee working on holistically on the title deeds issue, we will raise this issue with the Minister of Local Government.
You are not connected?
Oh.
The Honorable Minister, kindly start again.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And let me thank the honorable member for asking that question. It's a very pertinent question too. we have an interministerial committee constituted to deal with all issues surrounding issuance of title deeds, be it to households, commercial buildings, commercial areas, or industrial areas. What she has raised is a very pertinent matter, which we haven't interrogated at this stage. I promise that we will interrogate it and come up with an answer when we have got an appropriate answer. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. I see Honorable Markham.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Good afternoon. Honourable Speaker, I'm very interested because this is the first directive we've had which is quite comprehensive. My question pertains to the parallel structure that started in about 2000. Those areas with master plans, which is everything except for a certificate of finality, whatever the Minister called it, the issue is this. The people have been for 20 years been paying land barons, been paying cooperatives, and in some cases politicians. Why can't those people, if there's already a master plan and we are now waiting for the infrastructure design, why can't those people be given their title deed? I ask this in specific because in my area that's the case. It's exactly the same except for we're ahead of Epworth and we're also ahead of Harare South. But we are totally ignored when it comes to spatial planning. I thank you.
The Honorable Minister.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, sir. His Excellency is saying no one will be left behind and no place will be left behind. There is an issue that happened as far back as the 60s. The human settlement issue is not an issue created by the past government or this government. This is an issue that started in 1890 when people were displaced and left homeless. It was never addressed until now. So we are dealing with issues of ancestors who went away. We are cognizant of the fact that we are accountable to the problems that were created by our ancestors. And His Excellency says, let's deal with those problems. The issue of parallel development was a very noble idea. Provide a house at the same time we are providing water, roads, and sewer. But unfortunately, human beings being what we are, the developers decided not to follow that principle in the contract. The home seekers, for wanting to have accommodation, continue to pay money to land barons. Land barons do not own a piece of land. It's all state land. Government has made pronouncements that don't pay money to land barons. But our citizens do not pay heed. It's only when they are duped that when they come back to government. Be that as it may, we are now following all those places where there are people that are settled, whether there is a master plan or no master plan, and regularizing. We've got a policy on regularization of both formal settlements that do not have the services like the agricultural land culture settlements, or informal settlements where people just build with the hope that a road will be created. We are following and doing what is right. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Supplementary. Yes, Honorable Liso.
Mr. Speaker, sir, my supplementary to the Honorable Minister is, are we not putting the cart before the horse? The Uchenna report is critical in bringing the transparency, and it seems as if government is protecting the land barons because the Uchenna report be tabled and yet to be implemented. And that is critical. And what is government saying about that? So was the Uchenna report irrelevant? And when is it going to be tabled? Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you. The Honorable Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Let me also thank Honorable Mliskwa for his question. The Uchenna report is very clear, Mr. Speaker. It deals with or it speaks to the land ownership. The Ministry of National Housing and Social Amenities does not deal with land ownership. Land ownership is addressed through the relevant authorities, the Ministry of Lands and Agriculture. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Last, now there's no need for clarity. the question must be directed to the relevant minister. So he can't clarify that which does not belong to his ministry. Honorable Moyo, you are the last one.
Maita mbatu yechigaro. Ndoda kuti ningobvunza minister kuti vanoziva here kuti ma local authorities vane mutemo wavakaisa iye zvino wokuti even ini ndikatenga stand yangu zviri pamurawo through council vanoti izvo chinda unoadvertisa kuti wakatenga stand vofoma chisyndicate chavo chavanoti iwe ndio ucha objecta iyi iwe objecta iyi munhu otorerwa after atobhadhara masyndicate iwayo ndo vanotenga vanozviziva here kuti pane mutemo wakadaro wakaiswa through a resolution of council. Kana vasingazivi ministerial yavo yavakaisa task force ngaiongorore chinhu ichi. Ndoda kutenda mutungamiriri wenyika ano kuti vakaona hamene kwavakachiona kuti ndo syndicate dzaapo idzi vanhu vari kutorerwa mari nemakuruku. Tatenda Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Minister, taurai nechinhu ichi.
Mazviita mubati wechigaro zvinoitika kukanzuru zvinonyanya kuzikanwa nemakansera ndo anesa maresolution ekanzuru. Makanzuru ari pasi peministry yelocal government and public works. Asi maita zvakanaka matikuudza kuti kune zviri kuitwa kumakanzuru. Tese tiri munofunga toziva kuti makanzuru edu akaora panyaya dzeuori. Mukasamhangara kuti makansera ari kutengesa lenda ari kuba hurumende haigone kuuya ichisunga. Isusu seminister of national housing hatigone kunouya chisunga. We are not the arresting authority, neither are we the prosecuting authority. Asi mimi mukamhangara sema citizens kuti kansela chimuti atengesa stand riri mugolf course mapurisa anouya achimusunga vanoprosecute vaprosecute osunga opinda mujeri. Dambudziko retinaro honorable speaker nderekuti vanhu vanonyarara vanozongomirira kuchema wabirwa. Musabhadhara mari kumaland barons, musatenge stand kumakansela haisi yawo estate land kana kuti local authority land. Asi hapana anoteerera hurumende, vanongoramba vachingoenda iko kwadzinorowa matumbu ndo kwadzinomhanyira vakataura vakuru. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you. Honorable Ara Nyati.
Good afternoon, Honorable Speaker. Say.
Good afternoon. Please raise your voice.
Okay. Good afternoon, Honorable Speaker. Say, my question is directed to the Honorable Minister of Home Affairs and Cultural Heritage. For the past few weeks, I've been seeing people from ZEC conducting some voter registration exercise. But I'm also privy that the Ministry of Home Affairs is starting a program to give our people some identification documents. So I'm very, my question is, Honorable Minister, when we are looking at the people that are in the reserves, they normally walk 20, 40, 60 kilometers to go to such centers. And when one is about to take an identification card...
Honorable member, ask the question, please.
My question is, what has the ministry done in order to reduce walking distances in the reserves where the elderly have to accompany the young to go and take their identification certificates? What has the ministry done to make sure that our people do not walk long distances, especially in the rural areas? I thank you.
The Honorable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I would like to thank the Honorable Member for such a pertinent question, very pertinent in any language. Yes, as a ministry, we are planning to roll out the mobile registration program. And this program will ensure that we bring the services as close as possible to the people. We will make use of existing infrastructure in the form of schools to try and spread out the centers and ensure that the distance that people walk to try and get to the mobilization, to the registration centers is minimized. Mr. Speaker, sir, we are actually in the process of preparing for this program. We've started resource mobilization. We have been allocated some resources in that regard by the Ministry of Finance, and we are on target in as far as our schedule is concerned. We intend to start on the 1st of April to roll out this program. So we have started buying what is required, hiring of vehicles. So the program is on course, Mr. Speaker. Yes, Mr. Speaker, sir? The beginning of April, we'll start rolling out the program. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, with the technological developments in Zimbabwe, when are we going to see the issuance of birth certificate, national IDs online?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Let me also take this opportunity to thank the Honorable Member for such a pertinent follow-up question. Currently, the Registrar General is seized with that matter. It's, in fact, as a ministry, we have what we call the integrated ICT strategy, through which we intend to computerize all departments, the ZRP, the civil registration, immigration, and ensure that they speak to each other online. Now, this will entail that each department, like the civil registration, will have to be computerized. And we've started that process, Mr. Speaker, say. It's quite a tedious program, but we've started embarking on it. This is evidenced by the introduction of the e-passport system. As we are speaking right now, our officials are working on the possibility of ensuring that citizens apply for the passport. We'll start with the passports, and then this will extend to IDs and birth certificates. In fact, Mr. Speaker said the idea, our long-term objective is that we should be able, citizens should be able to get their birth certificates straight away from the hospital. Everything must be integrated. That's why I'm talking about integration. The birth record from the Ministry of Health should trigger the process at the civil registry office automatically once we get integrated, and the birth certificate must be issued automatically once somebody is born. That's the whole idea. That's where we are going, and that's what is entailed in the the integrated ICT strategic plan, which again, by the way, involves a lot of other ministries, Ministry of Higher and Tertiary Education being a key ministry in that regard, when as far as innovation is concerned. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Tofa.
My name is Ndebele.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. My supplementary question to the Honourable Minister is what mechanisms have they put in place to make it... Oh, can I use your... It keeps going off, sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, it's trying to connect.
It keeps coming off. Who's got one? Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. My supplementary question to the Honourable Minister is what systems and mechanisms have been put in place to give the citizens easy access to getting birth certificates. I ask this, Mr. Speaker, sir, because the citizens out there, I'll talk from the experience I have in Bulawayo, cannot get their birth certificates because they were born, for instance, in Ngai, in Cholocho, and they are told they have to go back to where they were born. And in most instances, they have families that have passed on. Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. And I'd just like to add, Mr. Speaker, sir, just a correction to the Honourable Minister. The system where birth record and a birth certificate is already in place. The only problem that is there, Mr. Speaker, sir, is the fact that women are not, or children are not given their birth records if the parents have not paid, which is against what the Constitution says. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Kazembe.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Let me thank the honourable member for the follow-up questions. Let me start with the last one. As a ministry, we are not aware that people are denied birth certificates because they have not paid some money. But we will look into it, Mr. Speaker, sir. If it's a specific case, I would kindly ask the honourable member to share with us the information. But otherwise, we'll look at it generally and see if that is happening. Then the other question that she raised, the honourable member raised, was that what mechanisms are we doing to ensure that everybody has easy access? She pointed out a particular case, the Nkai case. Mr. Speaker said, to start with, ordinarily children are supposed to get their birth certificates when they are born. But we do understand that there are situations or instances where someone will have grown up and they don't have their birth certificates. Currently, as I'm speaking, Mr. Speaker, sir, we've come to realize that this is an issue. We know we've got certain areas like Chorocho, Binga, where we are coming across these incidences. So we've actually called all the provincial registrars. As I'm speaking, they are here in Harare, Mr. Speaker. They've been meeting amongst themselves, and we are meeting tomorrow, so that we can go through, we can discuss these issues and find a way forward so that we can make it easy. We expect them to give us what they are coming across in the various provinces, and they are here, so we are in the midst of dealing with this issue. Mr. Speaker, I thank you.
Honourable Ndebele.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker, sir. My question is on efficiency at the static sites such as Msiteli in Bulawayo. It's only serving, providing identity documents to only 40 people per day. I believe this is just but a drop in the ocean given the huge numbers of people that sleep in these queues. What practical measure is the minister undertaking policy-wise to increase that number from 40 to considerable numbers? Because our people are sleeping in queues, Honourable Speaker, and your guest is mine. What other vices, apart from corruption, are likely to befall the vulnerable, especially the elderly, the women and children? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I would like to thank Honourable Ndebele for the question that he has raised. Yes, indeed, we are aware that there's that serious, there are those serious challenges where our people are being limited to certain numbers, those that can access. The biggest problem, Mr. Speaker, has been that of consumables. For a long time, we've been struggling, and we're still struggling, but we think we've found a way. We've been struggling to get the much-needed consumables, especially for the ID cards. With regards to the birth certificate, nothing really is imported on the paper, but it's the machine, the equipment that we use, the special printers that we use. We've been struggling because, obviously, I know it's a word that we don't want to hear, but it's reality. It's because of the sanctions. We've been battling, and we've had transactions reversed its effect, Mr. Speaker. We've got evidence where we tried to pay for consumables and the money was returned so many times. But however, we believe, and also the other reason for those numbers, Mr. Speaker, sir, if we look at, we look at the history, those numbers are actually the normal numbers. But the problem is we've had a long time where we've not been issuing people with these documents, and then we now have a backlog, so there's pressure. And we are hoping by this coming mobile registration, where we intend to issue up to 2 million IDs and birth certificates, we will clear this whole backlog and ensure that no one is left behind. And thereafter, we expect to see very small numbers at our centers. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Yes, Honorable Member. Honorable Lutiro, yes.
Thank you, Chair. My question...
Order. We are not in committee session,
Mr.
and therefore
Speaker,
not the chair.
Good afternoon, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Yes.
My question is, my follow-up question is on the issuance of IDs, where the minister has assured us that by the 1st of April, he is going to roll out the program. But we are now seeing that at the same time, he has actually highlighted the issue of a hamstrung in terms of resources to issue out those
Can you
IDs.
ask your question, please?
The question is, what assurance is he going to give us that the rollout program will be there on the 1st of April when he is having some challenges already? He is not in a position to issue new IDs at the moment because of resources. What assurance is the ministry going to give us in making sure that the resources are there on the 1st of April? Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Let me also thank Honorable Lutiro for such an important follow-up question. Mr. Speaker, sir, we've been assured by the Minister of Finance that the resources will be availed. And they've already started. In fact, our program is in 3 stages. There's the preparatory stage, the implementation, and the data capturing stage. And we requested resources for the preparation stage. And I'm pleased to say Treasury has already availed those resources. So I've got every reason to believe that they will provide the resources because they've already given us the amount that we had requested for the preparation for this mobile registration. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable Makram, you are the last honorable member.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. So, Honourable Speaker, my questions, can the Minister assure us that in areas where we have a bubble of non-documented people, where there are a lot of people, that sufficient time will be given to document those people? The second issue I'd like to just clarify with the Minister, when we have a child or a person seeking identification or a birth certificate, if both the parents are either undocumented or non-traceable, are they going to be facilitated in that they will get a document of sorts? Thank you.
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I would like to thank the Honourable Member for the question. Yes, Mr. Speaker, sir, that's the reason why, that's exactly why we have provincial directors in Harare. Those are the issues we want to discuss. That what are the stringent requirements that our people are struggling to get in order to have access to the IDs. So we hope and trust that after this meeting, we will be in a position to come up with or propose policies that will enable people to have access to these identity documents, especially those who may not have both parents alive, and those who may be in different circumstances. That is the very reason why we are meeting, Mr. Speaker. Sir.
Thank you. The Honourable, point of what? Yes, you have to ask a point of clarification.
I stand guided by you, Mr. Speaker. Sir. I just felt it's important. I hear there's a debate, but it is the right of people to have documentation. And with your indulgence, and there's nothing in the Constitution which says resources permitting when it comes to documentation. It is people's rights, and I cannot sit here after 42 years of independence. We are still dealing with that. When it's the people's right, what do we do?
What's your point of order?
There should be no debate. Government must implement that. And that's my point. It cannot be 42 years of independence. We're talking about insufficient and no system of proper documentation, people being delayed. Then there is no nation to talk about. The economy cannot grow if people don't have documents. It is a right, Mr. Speaker, sir. I don't know if I'm wrong or correct, but I cannot tolerate ministers debating on issues which are subject to implementation.
Order.
I stand guided, Mr. Speaker.
Yes. As a seasoned politician, I'm sure you know better why there is resource constraint. Honorable Minister, would you want to respond? Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Sir. I think your short answer said it all. I thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Mnesi. Honorable Mnesi.
Speaker, sir.
I'm not allowing any point of order. Honorable Mnesi.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. My question is directed to the Minister of Labour and Social Welfare. What plans does the ministry have, given the fact that there is a looming drought? What plans do they have to mitigate the issues of hunger in the country? Thank you.
Minister of Labour is Deputy Adede. Who is the acting leader? Honorable Ziambi. Acting for Honorable Ziambi. Yes, Honorable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I would like to thank Honorable Mnesi for that pertinent question. Mr. Speaker, sir, what we hear from the Minister of Agriculture is that there's no need to panic as yet, because whilst we need to be cognizant of the fact that there could be hunger as a result of the climate change, but from his earlier on crop assessment, it doesn't look as if there will be hunger. But in the event that there is going to be hunger, Mr. Speaker, say, the government, as it has done before, will ensure that no one dies of hunger. I thank you.
Honorable Minister, supplementary.
Mr. Speaker, sir, the reason why I've not been attending Parliament physically is that I've been on the farm. There are two issues. Mr. Speaker said, the Honorable Minister of Acting Leader of Governments understand. Too much water creates hunger too. Too much water. Crops have drowned. And we should be getting statistics of the percentage of crops which have drowned.
Correct. What's your supplementary question?
My supplementary question to the minister, for him not to give us statistics on that is a shoddy job. We need statistics on the percentage of the hectareage which will harvest and the hectareage which has been damaged. It's a figures game, it's a numbers game. It's not speculation. So we need a report, with your indulgence, the Minister of Agriculture, to tell us how safe are we in the next season on the statistics in terms of the hectareage which has been planted, damaged and likely to be harvested, some which is suffered from the sun. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Mlisa. That is not a policy issue. That question can come next week under written questions. Honorable Mlisa, if you can put that question in writing, I'm sure the Honorable Minister of Agriculture will be able to answer that particular question. Honorable Chidakwa. Honorable Chidakwa. Honorable Chidakwa.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, and good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Speaker, my question is pointed to the Minister of Finance and Economic Development. I would like to know, Mr. Speaker, that can you hear me, Mr. Speaker?
Yes, you are loud and clear.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the gap between the rich and the poor is ever widening. There have been calls for the government to address economic inequality and developmental deficits in the country.
What's your question, please? Ask your question.
Yes, my question, Mr. Speaker, is can the Minister of Finance and Economic Development explain the government position on this important policy call?
What is the policy call?
On the introduction of wealth tax, Mr. Speaker, given that wealth tax, Mr. Speaker, is one of the moral measures to redistribute wealth in the society. So I'm not the minister to explain the position on the wealth tax.
I can't get your. Are you? Huh? World tax. Oh, I see. Okay. Is the Deputy Minister here? Leader, acting leader of the House.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I would like to thank the Honorable Minister, Honorable Member, for such a pertinent question. But, Mr. Speaker, sir, with your indulgence, I would defer this question to the Minister of Finance. It's too technical for me to provide an answer. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Member, can you write your question for next week? Honorable Makonya. Honorable Makonya.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mubvunzo wangu wakanangana na Minister of Health. Kana vasipo ndovisa kuna leader of the House. Hello.
Zokuisa ku leader of the House ndezvangu. Ndezvangu taurai chete bvunzai.
Minister, urongwa hweTedjebu hwakamira sei? Richikungobaiwa ma-frontline workers here kana kuti rakubaiwa munhu wese, nekuti kurudziro yaro inenge yachidzikirei hatisi kunatsa kuzwa chimiro chacho kuti vanhu vari kubayirwa kumi COVID-19. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mazita, the Honorable Deputy Minister is here. Manga wanda Honorable Deputy Minister.
No, not.
Garai kuno kutikone zvakanaka.
Maitenyu.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ndinotenda nemubvunzo wenyu we-third jab. Third jab haina kumirira ma-frontline workers chete pari zvino. Munhu wese anoda kubayiwa third jab anogona kuenda panzvimbo iri pedyo navo, ingava klinika, ingava hospitari, vanonobayiwa third jab ipapo. Hatisisina kungoti ma-frontline workers chete. Uyezve toda kuyeuchidza vanhu kuti vana vadiki vaakubayiwawo 12 to 15 nema-16 to 17 year olds. Tiri kuramba tichikurudzira kuti vaccine ndiyo nzira hombe yatinayo yatinogona kudzivirira chirwere cheCOVID-19. Although iye zvino zvichiita sekunge yadzikira pasi, kunyangwe
Honorable Minister,
kunyangwe ndakanganisa mambo, ndakanganisa, kunyangwe zvichiita sekuti iye zvino zvadzikira chirwere ichi, tinoziva kuti chinoita chichimboti chikadzikira chozokwiridzira zvakare. Saka ndiri kukurudzira munhu wese kuti handei tinobayiwa first jab, second jab ne-third jab. Zvinotibatsira pamberi kudzivirira utachiona hweCOVID-19. Ndatenda.
Mazita, pardon? Supplementary, Honorable Dutiro. I have recognized Honorable Dutiro first.
Ndotenda, Mr. Speaker. Mubvunzo wangu uri kunyanyotaura nenhau yokuti iko zvino taakujunga vanhu third jab. Asi hatisati tajunga vakawanda. Jab rokutanga nerechipiri. Ndeupi urongwa huripo hwokujunga vasati vajungwa kwekutanga?
Honorable Minister.
Ndinotenda nemubvunzo wavo wakaisvonaka. Nyaya iripo ndeyekuti tiri muno kudai tinofana kuti tibude tese sevamiririri vevanhu kunze, tichitsanangurira vanhu kukosha kwakaita kubayiwa nhomba. Isu sebato rezveutano ticharamba tichimbokurudzira, tichinyora mumapepa, tichitaura navanhu. Imo munomu ndimi takamirira, tese takamirira vanhu. Tinofana kubuda tichinotsanangurira vanhu kuti chirwere ichi chichiriko, tichiudzana zvakaipira chirwere ichi chinge chabata vanhu. Uyezve tiri kuti isisu sehurumende tiri kuburitsa motokari dzinopota dzichiinda kunobaya vanhu kumanzvimbo dzinenge dzichinetsa kusvika, tichitenderera, tichitaura zvakare kuti chirwere ichi chichiriko. Saka tiri kukurudzira sehurumende kuti vanhu varambe vachibayiwa majekiseni iwayo anoita kuti chirwere chirege kunyanya kuvabata chiine ukasha. Ndatenda.
Ndatenda. Supplementary, Honorable Mate. Is it Honorable Mate? Yes. It's on. It's on. Switch on the mic, please.
Ngiyabonga, Mr. Speaker. I-supplementary yami iku-Minister of Health. Ukuthi yiyiphi la yiphi imikhuhlane egulwa ngabantu esemzimbeni yabantu edala ukuthi bangameli ukuhlatshwa ijekiseni ye-COVID-19. Ngabagula yiphi la yiphi imikhuhlane, ngicela akubeke sobala.
This is Honorable.
Aiwa, ndinotenda Honorable Mate
pari zvino isindebele sam isindebele sam siyapambana aiwa zvirwere zvinoita kuti vanhu vasabayiwe majekiseni aya pari achiitika